So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Today is going to be a short stream. I just did this on Facebook and I figured I would hop on over here and read John chapter 2 as well. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. If not, please let me know. All right, so I am reading John chapter 2, and this is going to be out of the English Standard Version. So, starting at the wedding at Cana. So on the third day, there was a wedding at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus was invited to the wedding with his disciples, and when the wine ran out, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." And his mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Now there were 6 stone jars there for the Jewish rite to purification, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. And Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars of water." Or sorry, fill the jars with water. And they filled them to the brim. And he said to them, "Now draw out some and take it to the master of the feast." So they took it. And the master of the feast tasted the water, now become wine, and didn't know where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. The master of the feast called the bridegroom and said to him, "Everyone serves the good wine first, and when the people were drunk, when the people had drunk freely, then the poor wine. But you have kept the good wine until now." This is the first of his signs Jesus did at Cana in Galilee and manifested his glory. His disciples believed in him. And after he went down to Capernaum with his mother and his brothers and his disciples, and they stayed there a few days. The Passover of the Jews was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons, and the money changers sitting there. And making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple with the sheep and the oxen, and he poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned the tables. And he told those who sold pigeons, "Take these things away, and do not make my father's house a house of trade." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." So the Jews said to him, "What sign do you show us for doing these things?" And Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." And the Jews said, "It took 46 years to build this temple, and you will raise it up in 3 days?" But he was speaking about the temple of his body. When therefore he was raised from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture and the word that Jesus had spoken. Now, when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover, many believed in his name, and when they saw the signs that he was doing. But Jesus did his part, but Jesus on his part did not entrust himself to them because he knew all people. And no, sorry, I got a little tongue tied there. Let me restart at 24. It says, "But Jesus, on his part, did not entrust himself to them because he knew all people and needed no one to bear witness about him, for he himself knew what was in man." So thank you all so much for joining me on this short stream. Um, I just figured I would hop on here and just read the Bible. So hopefully soon I will come back on here and then continue in John. So we'll be on, John chapter 3. So thank you all. Grace and peace, brothers and sisters. And I pray that the Lord blesses you today.